Errol Spence out the horse's mouth says the fight with Terence Crawford is closer than it's ever been. You know, I think it's definitely gonna happen, says Errol Spence Jr. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So, link in the description. Fight Hub has an interview. Frank Martin will be fighting tonight. Definitely one to watch at 135. He's, cut up like a bag of dope. Great fighter under the Errol Spence Jr. Man Down promotion. Hey, stop that cat. And, you guys check out for him on the Magsayo versus Ray Vargas card. It's a little switch of opponent. His initial opponent ended up not having like clearance or visa issues or whatever. And I was looking forward to that. It was Ricardo Nunes. I was in Baltimore when Gervonta Davis fought Ricardo Nunes and knocked him out. Ricardo Nunes tried to style on Tank and he was showboating and he got clipped up. So I was looking forward to see how Frank Martin would do because it's just a familiar name. But Jackson Marinas, I know who he is as well. He fought Rolly. A lot of people thought that he beat Rolly. So that should be a good fight as well. So Errol Spence, I said the direct quote from the interview, link in the description so you can hear it out the horse's mouth, is towards the end of the clip. And he says if it doesn't happen now with Terence Crawford, then it's never going to happen. And for the rest and the remainder of the video, I'm just going to be paraphrasing. Listen, in the last 30 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics and it showed me something. It said 50% of the people that watch my content for free on YouTube subscribe. So big thank you to all of y'all. The other 50% of the people did not. I don't know why. I don't know, what kind of content you're looking for. But for the best in boxing, make sure you guys subscribe. This enables me to reach a broader and further audience, all organically on the YouTube platform. So show those engagement signs, SLC, as I like to say. Subscribe, like, and comment. And Errol Spence Jr., I agree with him. The fight should be closer than it's ever been, given the fact that Terence Crawford has a bit more freedom being a free agent. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is just my personal opinion. I told you so. Terence Crawford is a tremendous fighter. I've always maintained. And it's funny, I keep going through the same things over and over on my channel. And that's part of being a content creator. But I believe many of Terence Crawford's issues lie with the mere fact that Terence Crawford was affiliated with the side that really could not provide him the type of looks that he wanted. And that's just the reality of it. It's like Barry Sanders with the Detroit Lions. Barry Sanders, he's iconic. He's, a dope running back, athletic, tons of talent. Terence Crawford, to me, is really, to this point, the Barry Sanders of boxing. It's just your team, they're not doing and getting the fights that you need, just like Barry Sanders. His team, his line, maybe couldn't block for him or, couldn't take it all the way and get him a ring. They couldn't get a ring together. And that's just the reality of it. And that's the part of business in boxing. That's why you got to make sure you surround yourself with the right people and surround yourself in a situation that you think is the best. And I'm not saying Terence Crawford didn't do that, but in the end, the bottom line is he wasn't able to get any of the fights that he was talking about he wanted. And it was namely the Errol Spence fight. So now that he's a free agent suing Bob Arum, and Errol Spence himself said, hey, blame Bob. As soon as he announced the Manny Pacquiao, he confirmed, because Manny Pacquiao was the first person to announce the fight. Manny Pacquiao posted it on his verified social media. And as soon as he did that and confirmed it, Errol Spence followed right behind, and then PBC. And when Errol Spence, you could probably, unless he deleted it, you could probably still go to Errol Spence's page. But when Errol Spence went to social media to post that he got the Pacquiao fight, obviously before the eye injury forced him to withdraw, he said, #blame Bob. And to me, I always took that as a direct shot to Terence Crawford, because clearly he's never done business with Bob Arum on a personal level. In terms of, Bob Arum is not like Floyd Mayweather, who Bob Arum worked with Floyd Mayweather for a portion of his career. So why else would Errol Spence have said #blame Bob if it wasn't basically a subliminal at Terence Crawford seeing that he was never a top-ranked fighter himself. So to me, I think it was well understood, and that's how Errol Spence moves. You know, he's not going to be the most out there and doing a million media interviews and all this and that. But at the end of the day, sometimes if he's feeling froggish, he'll drop these little subliminals. And I think everybody in the world of boxing probably interpreted it the same way as me and understood that's what he was referring to. He was referring to blame Bob because I basically got the fight that you've been clamoring for. And there's a ton of articles and interviews with Bo Mack, where they were under the impression, they being Team Crawford, under the impression that they were gonna somehow, some way get Manny Pacquiao, and it was gonna happen overseas in Qatar or Abu Dhabi or Dubai or somewhere like that, Saudi Arabia or something like that, which I always question it. And you can go back and watch the content. I don't gotta fake the funk. But here's another reason why I question it. Because when Errol Spence got the fight, which later turned out to be Ugas, how come PBC and Premier Boxing Champs, they're not making any of their big fights in Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia and things like that? But you look at Anthony Joshua versus Usyk, you look at Joshua Ruiz, Eddie Hearn want to put all these fights over in Saudi Arabia, which, you know, hasn't really been known as a market. And even when Errol Spence had the Pacquiao fight, and they put it in Las Vegas. You know, the only reason, let's not beat around the bush, the only reason the fight didn't happen is because Errol had an unfortunate eye injury. But the fight was going to happen in Las Vegas, and when Ugas subbed in, then it did happen in Vegas. So why is it that Crawford's team thought they had the Pacquiao fight, or it was close, and then they later said the money didn't come in or check bounced or whatever? But at the end of the day, why did you have to put an American star and then a guy like Pacquiao who made his coin in America, and that's where he became famous, and you feel you need to put the fight in Abu Dhabi and Qatar? So that really made no sense. And, you know, to be honest, I understand why Terence Crawford is suing, because he's probably looking at it from an aspect of time wasted. He's like, man, I spent 10 years, 11 years with this company in Top Rank, and they even, one of the lawsuit sections says there was an Errol Spence provision where he was promised Errol Spence within 12 months, a year, and if he couldn't get him, then he would get paid out for not fighting close to $1 million. So either basically get the fight or get a bonus, an Errol Spence provision for $800,000 or whatever the amount was that they agreed, none of which actually happened. And that's one of the segments that Terence Crawford is suing Top Rank for. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I like Errol Spence and his team coming out and, you know, not dousing the flames and letting people know that he wants to fight and the fight's close. And I got other videos coming, because at the end of the day, y'all not going to live this up. There's a lot of people, when I made the past videos, they said I was capping and hating on Crawford and stuff like that. But you'll see when I keep dropping this content, when I keep dropping this heat over your head, right? You'll see that Errol Spence, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. It's not about a fight prediction, but Errol Spence and his team have been true to their word and done the things that they said that they set out to do, you know, especially Errol as a fighter. He said, I want Pacquiao. He finally got him. And then the eye injury is the only reason he didn't actually get him. And I really think Errol Spence would have beat Pacquiao anyway, probably by knockout. But that's another subject, right? And, you know, he said I was going to collect the belts. He collected the belts. I said it, and I've been saying it. Then you hear Derrick James saying it in recent interviews. Boom. Let me know what you guys think. Errol Spence said, you know, this fight is closer than ever. You know, buckle up. Keep your fingers crossed. I'll keep you guys updated. 1. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.